नमस्ते, माधवी निजरे में आपका स्वागत है। इस यूट्यूब वीडियो में हम लूसी मॉड मॉन्टगोमरी की कहानी आवर रन अवे काइट का यूनिट 3 का आंसर करेंगे। चलिए देखते हैं यूनिट 3। ये रहा यूनिट 3। क्वेश्चन पर चलते हैं। चूज द करेक्ट अल्टरनेटिव टू कंप्लीट द फॉलोइंग सेंटेंसेस। A letter came for father after a day, week, fortnight, month. A letter came for father after a day, week, fortnight, month. दिन, सप्ताह, पाक्षिक, 15 दिन में एक बार, महीना. A month later, a letter came for father. A month. After a month. A letter came for father after a month. Okay. Next. Father left home after quarreling with his brother, sister, auntie, uncle. Next. A month later, a letter came for father. After he finished reading it, his eyes looked as if he had been crying. Do you want to know what became of your kite? He said. Then he sat down beside us and told us the whole story. Father had a brother and a sister. He had quarreled with his brother and left home. Father left her after quarreling with his brother. Father left home after quarreling with his brother. Dick and Mimi discovered the kite on the top of a roof, tree, lighthouse, light post. Father had a brother and a sister. He had quarreled with his brother and left home. Years afterward, he felt sorry, and when he went back, he found his brother had died, and he could not find his sister. The letter father had just received was from his sister, Auntie Esther, mother of Dick and Mimi. She was a widow who lived hundreds of miles inland. One day, when Dick and Mimi were out in the woods, they discovered the kite on the top of a tree and carried it home. Top of a tree. One day, when Dick and Mimi were out in the woods, they discovered Dick and Mimi discovered the kite on the top of a tree. Dick and Mimi discovered the kite on the top of a tree. Next, fill in the chart with information from the text. Person who sent the letter. When their mother saw the kite paged with the letter, she turned pale. It was the very letter she had once written to her brother. Philippa was her mother's name and Claude was her father's. She knew who we must be, so she sat down and wrote to Big Half Moon, and father received her letter. So she sat down and wrote to Big Half Moon, and father received her letter. C means who? Here is mother. Their mother means Auntie Esther. The person who sent the letter, Aunt Esther, Auntie Esther. Name of the Aunt Esther mother, Auntie Esther की माँ का नाम. Name of Auntie Esther's mother, Philippa, was her mother's name, and Claude was her father's. She knew who we must be. So she sat down and wrote to Big Half Moon, and father received her letter. Mother's name, Philippa. Name of Auntie Esther's mother, Philippa. Total number of family members in the narrator's family at present, 6. 6. Next, answer the following question. How 6? Now count. Okay. Narrator, his brother, father 3, auntie Esther, and Dick and Mimi. Now 6. Okay. Answer the following questions. What did father find when he went back home years afterward? What did father find when he went back home years afterward? Years afterward, he felt sorry, and when he went back, he found his brother had died and he could not find his sister. He found his brother had died and he could not find his sister. यही आंसर है. That is answer. What did father find? Answer. Father found. I का O U जोड़ने लिख देंगे. I के बदले में found सेकंड फॉर्म हो जाएगा. Father found और फिर उसको लिख देंगे. यही की जगह पर father लिख देंगे. Father found his brother had died and he could not find his sister. Father found his brother had died and he could not find his sister. That is answer. Next. Where did Auntie Esther live? Where did Auntie Esther live? तो ये फुआ एस्तर कहाँ रहती थी? Search. She was a widow who lived hundreds of miles inland. Who? Auntie Esther. Auntie Esther यहाँ लिख देंगे हो की जगह पर और पूरा लिख देंगे. Auntie Esther lived hundreds of miles inland. Hundreds of miles inland. Where did Auntie Esther lived? Auntie Esther lived hundreds of miles inland. Next. Why did Auntie Esther turn pale? Search. When their mother saw the kite faced with the letter, she turned pale. It was the very letter she had once written to her brother. Okay. As well as Philippa was her mother's name and Claude was her father's. Two names were written on the kite. Okay, the answer is it was the very letter she had once written to her brother. Philippa was her mother's name and Claude was her father's name. That is answer. So she turned pale. She looked on the letter she looked the letter which was pasted on the kite. It was the very letter she had once written to her brother. So she was turned pale. Agnes. And final answer. Why did Auntie Esther turn pale? Auntie Esther turned pale. Why? Now go to the answer. Auntie Esther turned pale seeing the letter pasted on the kite. Auntie Esther turned pale seeing the letter pasted on the kite. It was the very letter she had once written to her brother. Philippa was her mother's name and Cloud was her father's. यही उत्तर होगा. फिर से Auntie Esther turned pale, पीली पड़ गई. Auntie Esther सी की जगह लिख देंगे. Auntie Esther turned pale, seeing इसको CSEEING seeing the letter pasted on the kite. Full stop. इसके बाद इसको लिख देंगे. It was the very letter she had once written to her brother. Full stop. Philippa was her mother's name and Cloud was her father's. ये उत्तर होगा. इस तरह पूरा हुआ यूनिट 3 और Runaway Kite का, और यूनिट 3 के साथ ही लेसन 5 कंप्लीट हुआ. धन्यवाद.